Are you bottling your emotions? Self-test. Have you ever cried when you're alone, but felt completely numb around others? Or maybe you've been told you're too sensitive and wondered if your feelings were just too much. The truth is, in many cultures, especially in families shaped by struggle, emotional suppression isn't just common, it's expected. Vulnerability is often mistaken for weakness, so we learn to say "I'm fine," even when we're not. But what if the way you deal with emotions isn't really you? What if it's something passed down through generations? Families who lived through war, poverty, or hardship often didn't have space for emotional safety. And many of us inherited that pattern. Today, we're going to explore this with a short self-test to see if you might be bottling up your emotions. This is not a diagnosis, just a gentle tool to help you reflect, grow, and maybe begin healing. Question 1. When you're upset, what do you usually do? A. Distract yourself by keeping busy or scrolling. B. Snap at someone close. Brush it off like nothing happened. D. Talk it out or journal. Question 2. When someone asks, "Are you okay?" do you A. Say "I'm fine" and quickly change the subject. B. Laugh it off with a joke. Feel like crying, but hold it in. D. Share honestly even if it feels awkward. Question 3. When do you usually cry? A. Rarely or never. Over little things that don't seem to make sense. C. Only when you're completely alone. D. Whenever you need to, even around people you trust. Question 4. Growing up, how were emotions handled in your home? A. We didn't talk about them at all. B. Anger was shown, but sadness was shut down. C. I was told to toughen up. D. Emotions were allowed, even if not perfectly. Question 5. Which thought feels most familiar? I distract myself so I don't feel too much. B. If I open up, people might use it against me. C. I keep things in so I don't burden others. Vulnerability takes courage, and I'm learning that. All right, take a deep breath. Now let's look at what your answers might mean. If you got mostly A's, the avoider. You distract yourself, keep busy, and numb out because feeling emotions feels uncomfortable. You may have learned that avoiding pain was safer than facing it. But you're here, reflecting. That means you're already breaking the cycle. If you got mostly B's, the stonewaller, you might shut down or push people away when emotions get intense. Deep down, though, you probably crave connection. You don't need to tear down every wall at once. Just try opening one small window and letting someone in. If you got mostly C's, the suppressed one. You feel deeply, but you keep it hidden. Maybe you minimize your pain because you don't want to burden anyone. But your emotions aren't too much. They matter, and you matter. Naming your feelings, even quietly to yourself, can be the first step to healing. If you got mostly D's, the conscious feeler. You've been learning to face emotions with honesty and compassion. That's powerful. By choosing to process instead of suppress, you're not only healing yourself, you're breaking generational patterns and showing others it's okay to not be okay. So, which one feels closest to you? Share your result in the comments. You might help someone else feel less alone. Remember, bottling your emotions isn't weakness, it's survival. But now you have a choice. You can start to feel, to heal, and to rewrite the script. If this resonated with you, consider watching our follow-up video on how to safely unbottle your emotions without overwhelming yourself. Thank you for being here. Your feelings matter, and it's never too late to honor them.